Hi everyone, Chef Petey back again in my home kitchen. I have a special treat for you today, char siu bao. Now, or the round eyes would call it, steamed barbecue pork buns. Now these are the fluffy white buns stuffed with barbecue pork or bean paste or black mushrooms with chicken. And I remember Mom would make these for me as a kid growing up at our family restaurant. I would put away a few of these at one sitting and one of my all-time favorite snacks. And I'll show you how it is done. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, let's start with the ingredients for the dough. I have 2/3 cup of warm water. It's about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of canola oil, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, let's put it together. Okay, grab a small bowl. You're gonna whisk in the yeast and the sugar. So you're gonna put the sugar and the yeast. You're gonna put in the warm water. You're gonna whisk it in until it dissolves. You don't want the water too hot because that's gonna ruin the yeast. That's gonna kill the yeast. So you gotta make sure it's warm water. And then the yeast is gonna feed off the sugar. Okay, now we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. It'll get foamy and it'll bloom. And then we'll add the oil to it. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. You can see it's kind of foaming. Can you see this? Yeah, if it's not foaming, that means your yeast is not good. That happened to me a few times, and I just didn't know when I made it, and it didn't work out. So make sure that the yeast is good and it's foaming. So now we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of oil to this yeast. Mix that in. Okay, now we're gonna get a separate bowl. You're gonna put your flour in, salt, baking soda, and then now you're gonna add that yeast mixture inside here. And just mix that real well. Okay, make sure your hands are clean, and then now we're just gonna knead it. Now, it'll be still sticky, and we're gonna add 1 tablespoon at a time of the flour until it's not sticky anymore. Just knead it for a few minutes. A little bit more. Okay, it'll be something like this, okay? Now, you leave it in your bowl and you're gonna cover it with a warm towel for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'll let it rise. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, now the ingredients for the filling. You need 2 cups of barbecue pork diced, and I will leave a link in the description box below because I made a video on how to make barbecue pork a little while ago. A 1/4 cup of finely chopped onions, half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, half a tablespoon of hoisin sauce, half a tablespoon of rice wine, half a teaspoon of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of water, and you're gonna need vegetable oil, about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to cook it. So, okay, so let's cook the filling now. Okay, I got the oil heated up. Just put the onions in first. And if you like onions, just add another, 1/4 cup. You can do, oops. You can do half a cup if you like. I'm not a fan of onions, so I just got a 1/4 cup right here. Okay, you're gonna pour in the barbecue pork. Let it heat up real good. Now you're going to put in the rice wine. And the sugar. Oyster sauce. Hoisin sauce, sesame oil, and finally the water. You want a little bit of a sauce, so we'll see if we cook this up a little bit, if we need a little bit more water. So let it cook up. I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. Maybe another couple of tablespoons. Okay, now while that's cooking, you're going to get your cornstarch and water. Cornstarch and water mixture. I'm going to thicken that up just a little bit here. Okay, that looks good. Just like that. And now, we're gonna turn off the heat. We're gonna put it in a bowl and we're gonna put it in the fridge and get it cooled down. And then we'll come back and make the dough. Okay, I let this rest for 2 hours now, and so basically you punch it to flatten it out, and you're gonna take it out now. You're gonna flour your board. You're gonna roll it out. Then you're going to divide it in half. Then I'm going to divide this in half. Then we divide this into 3. Divide this into 3s. Same thing here. Half. Now we're just going to roll it into balls. I'm going to cut it, cover it with a warm towel for 5 minutes, and then we'll be back to make them. Okay, it's been resting for 5 minutes. Now we can start rolling them out. Just flatten it with your hand, roll them out. You want the center to be a little bit thicker. That's where we're going to put the filling. Okay? And it's about 4 inches diameter. Put about a tablespoon in. Then you're going to start folding it. So you're going to fold it this way. Fold, pinch, fold, pinch, fold, pinch, fold, pinch. Okay. flatten. Notice how the center is still got more dough there in the center. You don't want that too thin. A big heaping spoon in there. Now you're going to start folding. Okay, now we're gonna, got it all done here. So now we're just gonna put it in the steamer. We're gonna get this heated up. Okay, now there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can make parchment paper and put it underneath, or I like to do it this way. You put parchment in the steamer basket, like that. So it's just basically parchment paper. That in here, and you're gonna put 6 So, okay, put this in, get the water going. Okay, cover it, and we're gonna steam it for 7 to 9 minutes. Okay, and we'll come back. Okay, so it's 8 minutes already, so I'm just gonna turn it off, leave it in there for another 10 minutes, let it rest in there, and then we'll take it out. Okay, it's been 10 minutes resting in here, so let's take a look. Ooh. What do you think? Okay, let's try one of these. Ooh. Look at that. Juicy barbecue pork inside. Nice and fluffy. Oh, it's just right. Oh, it came out just perfect. Wow. Very good. So please like and subscribe, and please let everybody know about it. I'll see you next time. Great, so a bunch of viewers are interested in buying these black t-shirts, Dragon House t-shirts. So if you're interested, please email me at this address down here, right there. And let me know what size and quantity you want. And then we'll try to get some and get them out to you.